Welcome back to CR Nations Cup. I am Motic and I'm joined here by Hashtag. So who have we got playing today?
Today we have Brazil versus China. This is going to be an incredible match, and the winner will go to Tenerife for the semi-finals and then for the final.
Tenerife, that's the 29th, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Brazil, such a strong team though. Who have we got playing for Brazil today?
Both teams are really, really strong today. We have Surgical TS, we have Azucini, we have so many good players anyway. On both teams, the best players are here today, and that's going to be incredible.
Yeah, it'll be an incredible matchup. So we will look at, we're going to look at the website first. So www.crnationscup.com, and you can actually find all the matches there.
Everything.
You can even buy your tickets from Tenerife on that website as well. So get on it quick because they're selling out pretty fast.
Also, you've got all the info on the Twitter at CR Nations Cup. You've got the info. You can also tweet at CR Nations Cup with the hashtag CR Nations Playoff. Tweet anything you want, really. We will read it, like it, retweet everything.
Yep, you will. So and you can go into our YouTube as well, youtube.com/LVP Clash. You've got the Spanish and you've got the English version on there as well. So you can check that out for all the replays of CR Nations and check out all the players as well.
Yep, so now you've got all the information. One last thing, maybe we can show a little video to explain to everyone how does the CR Nations Cup work before the match, so everybody knows how it's going to be.
Welcome to the Nations Cup, the national teams of World Tournament. Every national team has 6 players. Each player plays a single set, which is a best of 3, and they can ban 1 card. The matches are made by 7 sets. In case of a tie of 3 sets, the captain of each nation gets to choose the player that will compete for the match point. It will be an emotional roller coaster. Enjoy the Worlds. Welcome back. So we're going to look at some of the players that are playing today.
Yeah, so we know the first matches. So we've got Azucini versus Alciop. That's going to be a great match.
That's going to be an insane match, especially the second match as well. We've got Surgical TS versus Joao Bao.
I think we could say Surgical TS is, for now, in terms of win rate, the best player of Brazil.
Yep, I mean, he's had 18 games and a 77% win ratio, so that's just crazy for Surgical TS.
And Surgical is Juba is not bad either. He's at 10 win and 7 defeats, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. We got Victor versus Talent Wu as well. So 2 again really strong players.
Yeah, Wen again, 2 really good strong players. They're really, I mean, here we can really see the best player of each country. Wen higher once again. Then we've got Gu versus Meng Chao Sang. Which are also 2 very good players. Maybe not as good as the others though.
Yeah, I mean, Gu has actually played 7 matches, not won actually many of them. I think he's actually only won 1 match of all those games, so not the best, but you never know. He can maybe pull it off in these matches coming up.
Incredible players still, you know, even if they didn't have like a very good win rate during the first part of the CR Nations Cup, they can still win today, and that's the most important.
There's just a huge amount of pressure here though, so maybe it's just a little bit misplays that just cost you the game.
Exactly. Yep. So basically the winner will go to Tenerife. We'll see all the players from each team in Tenerife. So that's a very, very important match, if not the most important of the CR Nations Cup.
Yep, and we're going to look at some of the teams that are going to be playing over the next 2 days. So we got Brazil and China. We got Peru and France.
Yeah, so that's going to be tomorrow, I think, at 7 p.m. if I'm not wrong.
7 p.m. Yep, 7 p.m. for Peru and France.
We've got Salvador versus Italy, and just after this match at 10 p.m. if I'm not wrong, we will have Spain versus Venezuela. And
I think that's going to be an amazing match, Spain versus Venezuela.
Yeah, that's going to be incredible. 10 p.m. tonight. And so here you can see the next matches. So Spain versus Venezuela, 10 p.m. CEST.
CEST, yep.
And then tomorrow we have Peru versus France, 7 p.m. CEST once again, and El Salvador versus Italy, 9 p.m. CEST.
Yep. So that's all the matchups coming up over these next couple of days. So
yeah, and those 4 matches are going to be incredible. I mean, the countries, they all want to win. They all want to be in Tenerife and compete in Tenerife. That's going to be an offline event, and it's going to be incredible to see all those players, everybody's together in Tenerife for that event.
Yeah, it's going to be insane matches, I think, over these next couple of days. I can't wait to cast them as well. I can't wait to get even into this first match.
Yeah, I think there's like 25,000 prize to earn to win.
25,000, yes.
Yeah, I think
huge
so.
prize pool, definitely.
That's really, I mean, a lot of pressure here for all the teams, and yeah, that's going to be really great to see. It's going to start in just a second now. We're just waiting for the first match to go. Brazil versus China.
This is going to be amazing.
Incredible. I think, yeah, okay, so we've got the win rate. We've got everything about the first players, as we told you, very good players. So Azucini for Brazil with a win rate of 68%. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually a really good win. Good. Almost 70% there, so really good win rate over there.
Yeah, and Elsup only has 50%. Like, it's an extremely good win rate. And anyway, we know it. Elsup is one of the best, if not the best, Chinese player.
I mean, he has actually played many games. He's only played 6 games in the whole of CR Nation, so having a 50% win ratio is definitely still really good. But favorite card looks like it's the Expo, and Azucini looks like the Graveyard as well. So 2 really strong cards, I think, at the moment, especially Expo, especially Graveyard with your Splash Yard decks.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, Expo is like, we've seen Expo decks being played, you know, in very key moments. So,
I mean, it's that kind of go-to deck, isn't it? It's the deck you go to. It's like, it's just one of those decks that are really strong, I think.
That's going to be interesting, though, because, you know, Azucini, he has that info as well. So he might be saying, he might be thinking, if Elsiop needs to win a game in particular, he might be playing Expo, and then Azucini will be able to counter him. So there's a kind of mind game, which is very interesting here.
100%, yep.
And also, maybe Azucini is going to play Graveyard.
So,
you know, Splash Yard. You know,
I think Splash Yard is really strong, isn't it? Still,
that will be very easy to counter for Elsiop. You know, he knows
especially
it.
Especially with Expo. Has loads of counters in it. Has the archers and has many counters.
But we've seen. Do you remember that game, Azlis winning against a Splash Yard for the very last game?
The bowler placements, though, they were perfect, to be honest with you. You put them down as soon as the Expo went down. And I think there was a lot, even before.
That was a pre-shot. That was incredible. What a game that was. That was the last match, I believe, we've seen from France versus Argentina. Very last set. Champions match, that was incredible.
I mean, especially these pro players as well. They just know what cards their opponent's going to actually play. You see, they're preemptively, constantly putting things down to take out the cards.
I was talking with Azalis about that, and he told me that was the next step he was trying to reach. Like, always knowing exactly the elixir and the cards your opponent had at any moment in the game. They were training in Team Liquid. Maybe that's not confidential info.
Maybe a little bit confidential.
I mean that's the way they train now.
Yeah, I think many pros, they count elixir, they know what kind of cards their opponent has, they count their cards as well. They don't do it kind of in the double elixir stage, but definitely the first 2 minutes of the game, they're counting that cards.
I don't know if they count elixir. You cannot really always know how much precisely elixir your opponent has, but like maybe you can know, like if he's at 10, you know it. If he's short in elixir, you know it. So that gives you an indication, and then you can exactly know how much. I mean, what are the cards in their hand, because you can count that very easily. So that's like the next step for the pros.
Okay, so we are looking at actually Azucini coming out with the Hunter in the back. So I wonder what kind of deck he's actually going to be going with, if it's just going to be a giant deck.
Yeah, that's a giant.
Looks like giants. Maybe even trying to counter Expo just a little bit, because he knows his opponent actually plays with Expo a lot. But it doesn't look like Elsop is actually gone for this Graveyard deck.
Elsop, I think, he's playing a balloon deck. There might be the freeze. He might be a ladder player, I think so. So there might be a freeze there for Elsiop. We're going to see this in just a moment.
Yes, the freeze coming down. Slightly missing the tower though, but maybe he could still actually take this tower down without that. No, didn't get that last shot off. Nope.
Yeah, but look at the giant. I mean, you can't see it anymore. No. It's dead. But
that wizard did so much damage there, especially with the freeze as well, holding the giant there and allowing the wizard just to finish it off there in the end.
And what's really risky about the freeze is that you freeze things, you don't kill them. So then you have to deal with the counter push. And here, well, Elsiop did it perfectly.
That was really well played. The archer the wizard just cleared up everything there.
But there's a push on the left-hand side, and we can see the new emotes on the side.
We see the wizard bow coming out there on the left-hand side. So the giant is actually making his way through to the tower, though, getting quite a few swings on the tower. He's got the miner there as well. Potentially that tower might even...
Defensive freeze. He's going to go with the zap.
It's a nice zap going down there. Not quite as low, I guess, as Azucini's tower, but still got a decent amount of damage on that left-hand side.
That was a very bad zap for Azucini.
Yeah.
Not very useful.
Yep, but I mean, he still looks like he's had an elixir right now. He's got 8 elixir, and it looks like Losop, sorry, is a little bit lower than him.
Alright, so we've got 100 on the left-hand side. Losop is going to go on the right-hand side with the balloon. Azucini is going to let his tower
he's
go
just going to
down.
ignore it. I think that balloon's going to make its way over to the main crown tower, though. Probably get a decent amount of damage there.
Oh, look at
Freeze
this
on the left-hand side.
freeze.
That was a really nice freeze. He's got the Valkyrie in there as well, taking out the Hunter in the back. And Mega Minion trying to finish off that Valkyrie right now.
And he is not going to be able to save that tower on the left-hand side. But he got a lot of damage on the King's Tower.
He did. So do you think Losop is going to go for the 3 crown? I mean, the main crown tower is pretty low.
He is. He has the freeze, so, you know, he can make it. He can easily have one balloon hit onto the tower.
So it looks like they're doing the same again, just pushing on each other's lanes. I guess got the freeze going down on the left-hand side. Probably going to get one shot in the tower. Doesn't quite make it, actually.
Bad choice.
That was a really nice, actually, zap there in the end, finishing off the balloon before actually made its way over to the tower. So Azucini pulling well ahead right now.
I would have froze on the right side, you know, defensive freeze.
Yep.
That was a bit risky, I think, here for Elsiop.
So Azucini's giant actually making its way over to the tower, and really nice freeze again, but is he going to be able to finish it off?
Yeah, but you can feel he's panicking though. He had a shot with the balloon on the left-hand side. He might be able to make it though.
Equalizing tower's HP pretty much, but big push in the middle.
Defensive freeze, he needs it right now. The giant is going to make its way to the tower. Yeah, defensive freeze is here. Perfectly done here for Elsiop. And now he just needs to go with the balloon in the pocket.
He can't go with the balloon with the Hunter sitting there, so that was a nice preemptive Hunter, not allowing the balloon. Going to the main crown tower this time.
All right, that's surprising, but that may do it with the freeze.
With the freeze as well. He's got the poison down, trying to take that. Oh, is he going to take it?
And he's going to make it.
Oh,
and the Mega Minion finishing it off. Wow, GG's.
GG, yep. I cannot believe he actually took that last game. That was a really nice freeze deck, but I think Azucini's probably going to play against that now if he's going to play that freeze again.
I think what really gave Elsiop the victory here was really to go on the King's Tower, you know. I don't know if I would have done this, but he knew that he had the opportunity. The hunter was on the left, so that was a mistake from Azucini here, and Elsiop knew exactly what to do.
It probably is a better placement because, I mean, if you put it in the middle, it's taking 2 towers damage opposed to just 1, so you're probably best going that one side, I think, in the end. I think I don't know. I think it was safer to go on the left-hand side, but knowing that Azucini just, he dropped
put his hunter on the left-hand side, that was a mistake because, of course, Elsiop was going to go on the King's Tower very easily with the freeze, getting 1 or 2 hits with the balloon, and that was it. Yeah,
I mean, he didn't have anything to take that hunter either. He didn't have that fireball, anything like that to actually take out the hunter, so that was a really, really nice play. So we're getting to the second game now, and we've actually got, we haven't actually went over the bans, but Graveyard and Fireball is banned, so we're seeing no Splash Shard, and that's potentially actually taking the Expo deck out of it as well, because Expo normally runs Fireball as well. So
well, he might play the Rocket though. Rocket Cycle in the end with the Expo.
I guess he could play that deck.
He could play this.
But the deck with the Wizard in it.
Ooh, look at this. Azucini with the Sparky.
Sparky, definitely.
That's how he got known. Yeah, he got known with Sparky Giant deck back, I think that was like a year ago. He was so good with that Sparky.
I think sometimes it's just so hard to control Sparky. Sometimes you can just misplay slightly and you lose your entire defense.
Well, that was going to be a great defense here for Elsiop. Perfectly done here.
Sparky.
And I think he's just going to wait. It's not going to be too aggressive. He's going to control the pace of the battle, and it should be alright for Elsiop, really.
I've never actually seen this type of deck before. This is like a log bait Sparky deck. So what else does he have in his deck to be able to log? I mean, obviously we don't have log on the other side, but this is definitely a little bit of a different deck. I've not really seen that much.
Alright, Tombstone for Elsiop. He's just going to earn some time until double elixir time. He's going to really control the battle, and he's going to go, okay, that's a Lava Hound for Elsiop.
Deck. I think I've actually seen this deck. I think some point on Twitter actually. So
defensive poison maybe.
It's still a huge zap. Really nice zap going off there. Is it Tombstone? Tombstone actually finally goes down, so Sparky
but the Sparky is going to have a hit.
Ooh, first shot in the tower.
And that's it, tower's gone.
Tower's gone on the right hand side, but there's still a huge counter push here. We got still loads of air. We got a Lava Hound down there as well, but Minion Horde going down.
And there's nothing to deal with that Minion Horde, the poison, but too late. Watch out,
The
there's a
Inferno Dragon actually locking onto the tower, so you never know, might be able to take it down.
Ooh,
Gets it down pretty close, but yeah, not near enough time.
Okay, we've got the skeleton army here for the miner.
This deck I've never ever seen played before. It looks actually like quite a nice deck actually. Going for the Goblin Barrel on the Tombstone there, so that's a little bit different play as well. Trying to take that down, I guess, not trying to slow Sparky down too much.
But there is a push on the left-hand side here for Elsiop. He might be able to make it to the tower.
We're probably going to... Oh, we've got Minion Horde actually going on the right-hand side, so that is all his anti-air, so you've really got to watch on this left-hand side right now. I mean, he has got Mega Minion. Yeah, he has got the Mega Minion as well, but, I mean, the Inferno Dragon still up there, the Mega Minion potentially... Yep, going down.
He won't be able to make it on the right-hand side, though. He won't have the time either to take the left-hand side tower. That was so close
Not
here.
Near enough time. That's 186 HP, though, on the right-hand side. Could have gone down with the poison, but forced to use the poison on the Minion Horde instead. So really well played there. Again, with that Sparky deck.
And Azutini is going to take the win. I think that was exactly this Sparky deck he got known for.
Was it? Yeah.
I think so. That was a very unique deck, and I think he's the only one to play that deck, really.
Yeah, I've honestly never seen anyone play that. Even Skarmy in competitive play. When do you see Skarmy in competitive play?
You've got those Zap Bait, but like it's so rare now.
I think it's just the cost of it, though. It's like 3 elixir. You can instantly zap it, take it all down.
Yeah, there are a lot of small spells now, and also a lot of splash troops. So it gets not. I mean, it's not that good. Except maybe with the Inferno Tower. And in combo, it could be really good. The synergy between the two could be really good. But even the Inferno Tower, you don't really see it very often.
No, we don't see it. Mainly Tesla, to be honest with you. Tesla is the main defensive card, well, building card that most players go to. But yeah,
Anyway, is Azutini going to be able to make it? We're going to see this just right now. Maybe the first point for Brazil. Maybe Elsiop is going to come back and take the point for China. That's going to be a good in any case for Azutini in the back. And a Tombstone once again for Elsiop.
Do you have the Royal Ghost going up the right-hand side? Getting slowed down by the Tombstone, so making its way over to the tower.
Oh, the minions, look at this.
Nice Electro Wizard going down. Tornado to the main crown tower as well, so Azutini activating that main crown tower, which will probably help him later on. Especially against these minor chip damage.
So it seems that Elsiop might be playing again a Lava Hound. Indeed.
Looks like the same deck again, Lava Hound, so...
And that's a splash shard for... oh, hold on.
It looks like a
splash shard.
Looks like splash shard, but with minor in it. Might be a little bit... I've never seen that. I mean, what card has he swapped out for the minor?
That's a splash miner.
Splash miner. I'm trying to think which card it is, though.
I have no idea. Maybe like a bigger spell.
Yep.
Poison.
Yeah, it could be actually. Yeah, poison. Could be, I mean, it could be the poison if he has to have graveyard in his deck if he is running splash yard. But I mean, that poison helps dramatically, I think, with the graveyard. So we'll see how this plays out. He might just really like his minor decks, but Azutini taking so much damage on the right hand side, his tower's already down to just under 1600 HP.
It's quite surprising though, because I mean, you know, Elsiop is playing a Lava Hound. Like Azutini has so much thing. Like he has a double wizard, the Inferno, the Tornado, everything to counter the Lava Hound.
Yep. But I mean, the Zap. I mean, it might have just been a really well played Zap there, not popping the Lava Hound quite in time. But the offensive poison coming down the right hand side.
Plus the miner to deal with that wizard. Well played here for Elsiop. It's going to get one hit onto the tower as well. All the pups are here and are connecting onto the tower. The ghost is going to ignore everything. Yep. Because that's a ghost.
Ghost does not attack air whatsoever, so.
And is not targeted at all when he's invisible, so directly onto the tower.
I mean, that was really nice cleanup there, pulling everything back to Tornado, not actually losing his tower on the right hand side. So you never know. He hasn't used his graveyard yet, so this double elixir stage he might be able to come in with a big push with his graveyard if he's eventually
going to use. There is no graveyard.
Is there no? I mean, he still has to use one more card.
It's banned.
Oh, so it is
no graveyard.
My bad. So this must.
That's only a minor deck.
What could be his last card then?
I think it's a poison, really.
Yeah. Still hasn't used it yet. Lava Hound, Inferno Dragon making his way over to the tower. Inferno Dragon defensively for Azutini. And then really nice Electro Wizard going down the right hand side, clearing up this push completely actually on the right hand side.
Again, a poison here for Elsiop to kind of deal some damage onto the tower. Also dealing with the troops to avoid a counter push, with the miner especially. Well played here.
I'm just not sure how this deck can get damaging from Astrochini, though. I mean, I think it's just going to be really hard to push through the Tombstone. The Miner has to constantly get chip damage, but he keeps using it defensive. Yeah, he's not really used it too much. Miner going down the back, though, trying to get a little bit more chip damage done.
And that's a poison.
So finally the offensive poison. So it must just be a splash. Miner splash deck. I mean, he is coming back slightly, though. It's going to take a couple more poisons, though, against Astrochini's tower on the right-hand side to be able to take it down, though.
And there's nothing to tank for the Bowler. Yeah, there is the Miner, but slightly too late. It's kind of difficult this end of game for Elsiop. He cannot reach the tower anymore.
Nope,
he's trying to send some Miner, but every time there is a wizard or something, even though there is no more Electro Wizard here for the Miner, so he could try to send a Miner in.
Valkyrie making his way over to the tower, getting one swing off the tower.
And the Miner is here to finish it off.
Really well played there. Astrochini going down in the first game. So I just wasn't too sure about that deck, though. I mean, I've not really seen it before. It seems like a strong deck, but didn't quite pull it off in the end.
I don't know. Like, you know, this deck was made for the graveyard.
Yep.
And he just, I mean, it seems he just switched for a Miner, you know. Like, I'm going to surprise Elsiop, you know. I'm going to play a splash something, which is not expected usually.
Not at all.
So he might try, you know, to play on this surprise effect, but it didn't work out.
I think against Astrochini, though, I think there were some really big value poisons there, taking out all the wizards, taking out everything, or even just damaging the bowler down just a little bit more.
That's the point of the deck, you know. You use the poison offensively to get the troop, and then you've got the graveyard and nothing to defend. But now there was
no graveyard.
Yeah, that's it. That was a Miner, so you don't use the poison against the Miner anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced at all by the deck. He still played very well, but that's going to be a first point for China right now.
So we got a big game coming up next, though. We got Surgical TS versus, how'd you say his name?
Jubao.
Jubao. So we got Surgical TS versus Jubao coming up next. So I think this is going to be a really good game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Surgical TS is clearly, for me, the best Brazilian player.
Yep.
So we're going to see what he's going to do. He needs to get that point, otherwise it's going to be 2-0 for China, and it won't look very good for Brazil anymore.
I think he's going to take it back, though. I mean, he's one of the strongest players for Brazil, so I really think he's going to take it back.
I hope for Brazil. Yeah. Otherwise, they're really in trouble already. Yep. So yeah, I hope so. But still, I mean, Jubao is a really good player too. I mean, it's one of the best players of China. Do I have the win rate somewhere? He's at 52%, 58% win rate.
Yes, that's a really quite high win rate in Sierra Nations.
So yeah, he's a very good player too. Not necessarily like expected in China, but he proved to be a very good player in this Sierra Nations Cup.
So we have the Valkyrie band, and we also have Minion Horde band as well. So potentially going to see some Splash Yard, but no Splash Yard coming out for both players this time around.
So we've got the Barb's Hut. What do you think?
Maybe Golem Barb's Hut? I can not say right now, but maybe Golem Barb Hut.
Might be a Golem, might be a Graveyard once again.
Yeah, Graveyard, I think, really strong card at the moment. I think there's just it's being played a lot, I think, right now.
It's so good in the meta.
I was playing, I'd say, a lot of Grand Challenges yesterday. I pretty much saw no Graveyards yesterday. All I saw was the new card yesterday in Grand Challenges. No Graveyards at all. Splash Yards seem to be phased out right now.
But the new card cannot be played in the Sierra Nations Cup at all. Nope. Because it will not be officially out before the final, so we won't see any Royal Recruits in this first edition of Sierra Nations Cup.
I mean, it'll give them hopefully time to balance them before they actually do properly come out. We've still got another 18 days, so
hopefully.
they seem to be probably one of the strongest cards at the moment. Right, so we got Dark Prince rushing on the left-hand side, probably not going to get much done, but forcing out a log on the left-hand side with the Mega Minion to finish it off, getting a little bit more chip damage on Surgical's tower. So Surgical looking a little bit behind right now, actually, with this game.
And that's a Golem for Surgical TS. We've seen that Golem several times already. Yep. I haven't had the time to try it out in Grand Challenge, though.
I tried out a little bit. I got a few wins, but yeah, got outplayed a little bit, I think, by Splash Yard, so... So we got the Golem coming up the left-hand side first, Surgical TS, but that's going straight into the Barbarian Hut, so we'll see this Golem is actually going to be able to connect to this tower at all.
There are the Zappies here to stop everything and slow down everything. So efficient, those Zappies, especially against tanks.
Yep.
Incredibly strong.
Really nice poison for Surgical TS on top of the Zappies, plus the Barbarian Hut as well, so loads of damage get done there on the left-hand side.
Golem on the left-hand side. Not in the back, though. Nope. Kind of in the middle.
You're probably not best putting it in the back because, I mean, you need your golem to tank a little bit for your opponent pushing forward there. You put it too far in the back, your opponent can just rush that tower. You move so slow the golem.
And there's a big push on the left-hand side right now for Surgical TS.
Huge push for the Dark Prince and Mega Minion as well. Really nice fireball.
Fireball here.
Really nice fireball going down.
And Surgical is not going to get a lot of damage onto the tower.
Yeah, he doesn't get too much.
Complicated here.
I think that Barbarian Hut's really good defense for the golem though.
Yeah,
it's just got so much HP. Yep, the Zappies as well, slowing it down.
And even the flying machine,
down.
like, you know, you need to send to put a poison onto the flying machine, but like it's so slow. The flying machine is making a ton of value before.
But there's still a huge push coming in for Surgical TS again, but I don't know if he's actually going to be able to reach the tower. But he is actually catching up in tower HP. I mean, Jiao Bao hasn't really pushed through on that left-hand side.
He's just controlling everything, basically. He's not really trying to push. See the battle ram only like after 4 minutes of gameplay.
That was really nice.
With the battle ram.
Preemptive log though, taking down the tombstone. Not quite getting in time though.
There will be once again the Barb's Hut right there. And again, Jubao just controlling everything.
Nice golem again. Not to the back, right in the front so he can build it up later on at the bridge.
And the flying machine again. So annoying. There is a poison though, taking the flying machine and the Barb Hut.
Nice zappy Mega Minion to defend against the Mega Minion though, so there's only a lone golem to try and push forward to the tower now. Don't think it's going to get anything done. I mean, Surgical just can't get in here, but he's getting loads of chip damage done with that poison continuously. And that's the most of the damage he's actually got done to the tower on the left-hand side. I think it's just spell damage this entire game.
And a few golemites.
Yep, a couple golemites there, here and there. Like I say, that Barbarian Hut just does a good job of clearing up the initial golem push.
And again, the poison took away the tower for Surgical TS. And I mean, Jubao is doing exactly the same. You know, he's just trying to cycle onto the fireball and onto the log every single time.
I mean, Surgical TS, he's pretty much done, I don't know, 1200 HP in the time that Jubao has done 400 HP to the left-hand tower. So, not looking good for Jubao right now.
Not really. There is no draw once again in this Sierra Nations Cup.
Nope. Surgical TS just managing to keep ahead in tower HP right now.
Yeah, again, spell cycling every single time. Yep. And that's surprising, you know, for a golem deck. You know, spell cycling is not easy.
But I mean, he just can't get through that Barbarian Hut, and he's getting loads of value out of that poison every single time.
Yeah.
Whether he's getting Zappies Barbarian Hut or just getting Flying Machine Barbarian Hut, it's more than enough value for your poison.
Again, look at that value for Surgical. I think Jubao is giving too much value, you know, every single time, placing the Flying Machine or the Zappies into the poison next to the Barbarian Hut.
Yep. Just needs to spread them out that just a little bit more.
Yeah.
And they probably wouldn't go down, but it might even just verge off to the other lane. But there's still a massive push coming on the left-hand side. Nice poison coming down for Surgical TS, clearing everything up on the left-hand side.
And Surgical TS knows it. 15 seconds left. He's going to go with nothing. You know, he has nothing to do now. He won. That's it.
Royal Ghost did not connect to the Dark Prince in time.
Even though that was the end.
Off the tower. Yep, that was well
Surgical
played.
TS had too much damage on the left-hand side. Yep. Jubao was not able to come back in time. That was it. And that's going to be the first game for Surgical TS. Yep. We said it. The best player of Brazil.
Yep. I think he was just trying to figure out his opponent's deck at the start. Once he figured it out, he just did not let him through whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to do something with the golem, but he saw that was impossible. So he just began to spell cycle all the time, and managing to get a good pressure, you know, on Jubao, and Jubao gave too much value with the poison.
Too much value. Yep. Just, I mean, Flying Machine Zap, he's so vulnerable to poison, so you never want them together. I mean, he still placed them really spread out, but that just wasn't enough. It wasn't near enough.
Yeah, so that's going to be a first game for Brazil, maybe coming back in this clash. I hope for them, because otherwise they're done already. You know,
they will be.
I mean, they're not. I mean, everything can happen. We know it. We've seen it several times, but it's going to be so hard for Brazil to come back against China after being led 2-0.
Yep. Surgical TS and Jubao on the second game now, so let's see what's going to play now. I mean, the card bans are definitely taking Expo out. With the Valkyrie, you got the Fireball getting taken down as well, so the first two matches with bans. Right, we still have Royal Ghost going up both sides. Are they going to ignore each other? Or is Surgical TS going to put something down? Doesn't end. The Ledge Wizard going down, luring out the Royal Ghost, not taking any damage.
I don't really know what they are playing right now. Kind of surprising. Juba may be playing his kind of same deck or some version.
It does look like it, just maybe not with the Barbarian Hut this time. Maybe just Bridge Spam, but with Zappies in it.
Yeah. And Surgical TS might be playing, I'd say, a P.E.K.K.A deck.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it does look. Yeah, looks like P.E.K.K.A minor control, but
yeah,
we're just gonna have to wait and see. Could surprise us in the end with a Golem or something along that lines, but I don't think so.
Or a Mega Knight.
Yeah,
could be a Mega Knight.
Could be a Mega Knight. Mega Knight's getting a little bit more popular
that's
now.
A P.E.K.K.A,
yeah,
alright.
A P.E.K.K.A and then take another Royal Ghost. Probably getting a counter push off here, Surgical TS, but straight into an Inferno Dragon. So let's see if he's got his Electro Wizard in his hand now.
So is he going to try? Okay, he's going to try to push on the right hand side. I don't really understand that. We've seen it also another time. I mean, I don't know why they're trying to push with the P.E.K.K.A. But I mean, if there is an Inferno, you've got nothing to reset it. Just don't even try, you know. Don't put anything.
I mean, look at this push now. We got the Battle Ram coming through. P.E.K.K.A.'s not going to be able to stop it, and there's still Inferno Dragon and Mega Minion alive in there. Barbarians actually reaching the tower as well. So do you really think that P.E.K.K.A going down was a good idea? I don't think. So.
Yeah, I think the minions were just too much on the right hand side to support the P.E.K.K.A. That was pointless, and he got like a huge counter push and nothing to defend.
And even just saving up enough elixir now, getting a Barbarian Hut right next to the tower now as well, so just going to be building up, I think, a lot of pressure on the right hand side.
I think now Juba is going to cycle onto another Barbarian Hut, and once he has like 2 Barb's Hut down, it's going to be so hard for Surgical TS to do anything to that tower. He's going to try to poison though, but is it going to be enough?
We have actually seen this in one other game though. Remember when there was a Lava Hound deck? I think there was 1 tower down and we just went through for 3 crown. I think that was one of the other games earlier on that we can see our nation. So sometimes you can actually be able to pull this off, but nice defensive P.E.K.K.A this
double
time.
Ghost on the left hand side and the Battle Ram almost connecting to the tower on the right.
One Barbarian has connected to the tower. We've got 2 Royal Ghosts up the left hand side as well, getting that tower down.
That's it, the left tower is down. Yeah, that's it. On the right hand side there is way too much here for Surgical to deal with, and that is it.
It's a good game. So you think Surgical's going to switch back to his last deck? I think to maybe even counter this deck again. I don't think there was any different cards from Jubao there, to be honest with you.
Well, Jubao seemed to like the you know, Battle Ram deck, kind of break spam. So I think it's time now to Surgical to take a counter, even though, you know, it might be a bit risky because Jubao knows it. You know, Jubao is expecting a counter, I believe.
He could definitely switch in the last match.
I think he's going to switch deck, and Surgical is kind of in trouble.
He is in trouble. It's still 1-1 though. I mean, they're even right now, so he's not in too much trouble right now.
I think Jubao needs to change his deck, and I think Surgical should go on something you know, safe choice, like either one deck he is really comfortable with, or an X-Bow deck. As simple as that.
Yeah. I mean, there's no Valkyrie, so and Valkyrie seems to be obviously really popular in X-Bow decks. You could put the Ice Golem in there instead, I guess. So
or the Rascals. Rascals is good too. Maybe not as good, but could be.
I mean, we'll have to see.
Or you could play, you know, the version with the Ice Wizard in Tornado. This could do. So he has the choice, and now we're going to see if they listen to us.
I don't think they should be watching the stream though. Surgical TS again versus Jubao. Here's the 3rd match. This could be the 3rd and final match for these 2 players.
I feel like that's a Hog Rider for Surgical.
Yep, does look like it. Executioner as well. Maybe Executioner down a little bit early there as well, though. Not too sure about that Executioner.
Oh, that's a minor, okay, that's not a Hog Rider.
We got Rascals coming out. And
what is Jubao playing?
Not too sure. Log coming down left hand side for Surgical, so going to finish off those Rascals. And potentially see some log bait out here. No, it's just Balloon. Balloon coming on the left hand side. We do have the Rascals tanking.
Oh, look at that Tombstone, perfectly placed here to
really
pull the Balloon in the middle.
Yep, really well played Tombstone.
Is there anything else? Oh, that Tornado to activate the King's Tower. Well played.
Really well played there from Surgical TS. That was really well played. I mean, Tombstone in the middle, Tornado activating King's Tower. I don't think that Balloon's going to find it. It's going to find it really hard to get through now.
And the Miner is again onto the tower, plus the Poison, Value Poison, taking the Mega Minion and the Tombstone. Well played here. Surgical is dominating for now.
He is. I mean, he has probably got a sort of kind of counter deck because he has got the Executioner, he has got the Tornado, so they counter Balloon hard, I think.
But that's it. I mean, that's the only thing he has to for the Balloon. There is no Mega Minion, there is no minions, there is no Musketeer.
I mean, this could be the freeze deck coming out, so you never know last second that freeze could go down and maybe potentially take this down.
Yep, indeed. And if there is a freeze, it's going to be a lot of trouble here for us.
Did you see that Ice Spirit, though, protecting the Executioner? That was really well played by Surgical TS. That was crazy plays, actually, to be honest with you. Slowing everything down, tornadoing everything to the middle.
Yeah,
huge value there.
It's really, really hard to play that deck because you've got only literally 3 troops. You've got the Knight, you've got the Miner, who's not a defensive troop, and then you've got the Executioner. You are basing everything, all your defense, on the Executioner, and then you're trying to help with the Tornado, the Tombstone, and eventually the Knight to kind of tank, and the Ice Spirit as well. But that's so hard to play.
Yep. The Miner just getting in every single time for Surgical, though no defense that Miner whatsoever, allowing it to pretty much get as much damage as it wants on that left-hand tower. Has defended it a little bit this time, but that balloon making its way over to the tower, not even getting the bomb damage in the tower on the right-hand side.
And it's impossible here for Jubao to outcycle Surgical TS to get a balloon onto the tower every single time. There will be the Executioner, there will be the Tornado, and it's impossible for Jubao to reach the tower with that balloon. It's only win condition.
It's crazy though from Surgical TS.
He's not even getting the bomb damage. Not even this.
He just has so many decks he's playing though. It's just crazy. He's just switching every single time.
Good poison once again, and that is it with the log. And Surgical TS dominating on this battle.
Hardly
well played.
Any damage to his towers as well. I mean, look at his towers at the moment. They're just pretty much full.
Yeah, that was incredible. He played so well. And again, I'm saying it seems easy. You know, you're like, yeah, he just needs to Executioner and Tornado and that's it. But like, there's really not much in his deck to defend. And everything is based on that combo.
Yep.
And he played so well.
Yep, one mistake and you can lose your tower to that balloon.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was a kind of counter deck as well.
Yep.
But still, the deck itself is really hard to play.
Yep.
So,
I mean, just how he lured that with the Tombstone and then pulling the Tornado to the main crown tower, I think that pretty much won in the game.
Yeah, even the Ice Spirit you pointed out was really, really good. Like, you know, it's that little difference, you know, that little Ice Spirit not dying and slowing down for like 1 second.
One elixir. One in the
so
game.
Good. So, I mean, such a great play. I mean, Surgical deserves to me to win versus Jubao, and Brazil is back in this clash.
1-1 at the moment for Brazil and China. We got Victor versus Talent. Wu coming up next.
Talent Wu versus Victor. So, could we have maybe the win rate so we can maybe have a look? Do we have it?
We do have them here. So they're pretty much even. I guess there's only really 7% in those win ratios, so it's not too far away. Again, another Expo player for Talent on the right-hand side and a Bloom player for Victor. So
that's going to be interesting. Yep. We may have either Lavaloon, which is going to be interesting to see versus the Expo.
Yep.
And then we can also have some Balloon Cycle for Victor.
I mean, we're going to have to see that bans first. If the balloon is banned, obviously it's going to completely take out the game. Even just a card in the Expo deck as well is going to take the Expo completely out of the game as well, as long as it's the right choice, I guess.
Yeah. And just to point out the win rate right now, 66% and 60%, like that's very, very good win rate, especially in that competition when you know all the players are so good from every country. You know, they're the best players of their country, so you know they're pretty good. So 60% win rate, even 66% win rate is really, really good. So 2 great players here.
I mean, a lot of these players are going to CRL as well, so it's just some phenomenal players, to be honest with you, in this tournament.
Yeah, so really, we're going to see this in just a moment.
I think they're just getting their decks together.
Yeah, and they have like some 60 seconds to request the game and 60 seconds to accept the game, and then we will be hopping into it. So so yeah, 2 great players, and now it's gonna be it's 1-1, so it's still fine. 2-1, honestly, it's fine. Like even if Brazil or China is taking the lead, it's still going to be fine for the other country. Yep,
we've seen it many times before, just back and forth games all the time. So you never know. The next one might actually be for China. So
yeah, and the to me the most important game is the 2-1 game. What I call the 2-1 game. You know, when there is 2-1, either there is one country you know, who's leading then 3-1 after that, or there is a 2-2. 3-1, you've got almost no chance to come back. 2-2, it's fairly equal. So it's, I mean, we're going to see that. There's going to be 1 versus higher just after that, so that's going to be like the most important game with, well, 2 of the best players of each country once again. So yeah. Now, we've got B-Box. So B-Box is basically Talent Wu, same player.
Yeah, same player, yep.
He's called Talent Wu, but he plays on an account named B-Box, whatever. And
I did look at that for a second. I was wondering what was going on there.
Yeah, just to make clear for everyone, that's the right player.
Yeah, it is the right player. But we do have Poison Band. We got Lumberjack Band as well, so that's going to take maybe we'll Splash Art out of the game completely again.
Yeah, so I think we have 3 Musketeers here for B-Box, and he's playing the Minion Horde just right in front of the Baby Dragon, which was not a really great play to my mind.
Huge connection on the right-hand side, though.
Tower will with Valkyrie.
Maybe even going down on the right-hand side.
He's trying to, you know, earn some time with the Valkyrie, but not going to be really efficient. B-Box, Talent Wu taking a lot of damage on the right-hand side.
Still, it's like he's got an elixir advantage, though. Maybe even get another pump up here. I don't know if it's an elixir advantage, actually. I think they're
that's
quite similar right now.
3 Musketeers once again. So, you know, 3 Musketeers when you reach double elixir time. It's pretty good. Well played here for Victor. He knew the miner would be in, would be in range for the tornado to activate the King's Tower, so he pre-shot it.
That was pre-shot as well, yeah, definitely. You just see what level these players are on when they do stuff like that.
Well, they know what's going on.
Yeah, it's the highest level.
All right, we've got a Golem on the left-hand side, so he's going to go on the left-hand side, which is quite surprising because, you know, he doesn't have any big spell to finish off the right-hand side tower.
Yep. We have a counter breach on the right-hand side with the Valkyrie, got the minions going down as well as the Golem is going down the left-hand side. So Victor looking way ahead right now, but losing that right-hand tower.
That combo with the Minion Horde and the Miner, when you don't have like a Fireball or you know, anything to directly deal with that Minion Horde.
Did you see those 3 Musketeers pretty much just got one shot by that Dark Prince?
Yeah.
Tornadoing over to the Golem, and they did. That was crazy. That was crazy tornado. I think we're going to see a 3 crown here pretty soon.
Yeah, Victor going in for the 3 crowns right there.
Royal Ghost is not going to be enough to stop this. I don't think. Night Witch making his way over it as well. It looks like Talent is just trying to. Yep, 3 crown.
That's
really well played by Victor there. Letting his right-hand tower go down. That was a lot of elixir on the right-hand side.
That was 8 elixir.
Yep, and all it took really was a zap to take it down, to be honest.
So this push with the Miner and the Minion Horde is like, as I was saying, so good when you don't have like a big spell to really deal with it. But at the same time, it's 8 elixir, and you can see right now what Victor did is like saying, okay, you're pushing on the left-hand side. It's going to cost me so much to defend that, so I'm just not going to defend it, and I'm going to go on the left-hand side. Yeah, left-hand side, all in.
Yep, he completely went all in there. It's really hard to stop that push, especially without poison and log as well. You need to get that Night Witch down, otherwise the bats will just do so much damage behind that Golem.
Yeah, I mean that was well played. You know, he knew what to do, and I mean you could see it. He knew how to play the deck. He knew how to play the matchup. He was like, okay, I'm just going to let you take that tower for 8 elixir. I don't mind, and I'm going to go on the left-hand side, and that was it.
Complete control of the whole situation there. Really well played, Victor. So we're probably going to get into the next match now. We're just waiting for both players to pick their decks, I guess.
Yeah, and they can clearly pick any deck at that point for now. They just need to. I think Talent needs to play something he's comfortable with, because still, you know, he's about to lose. So kind of, there is a lot of pressure on the player. Like we need to mention it. Like, you know, they're playing to go to Tenerife, so like they really want to win. They really need to win, and they're not playing for themselves. They're really playing for the team. So they have like a lot of pressure, and they need to deal with this. It's not easy.
I mean, it's a huge cash prize as well. So
25,000.
25,000. That's crazy amount of money to play Clash Royale.
And we have a mortar for Victor. And B-Box, Talent Wu going in again. I think that might be again a 3 Musketeers.
Yep, does look like he's maybe potentially a 3 Musketeer deck. Miner making his way in the back. I don't know if these bats are going to be able to clear this up, though. I mean, that's an early lead. Yeah, it's such an early lead on the left-hand side. Has a full pump up as well, and actually misplaces the goblins, so the pump's going to go down, I think, pretty fast there.
That was a big misplay, because normally you can wait for the Miner to look at what direction he's going to go.
Yep. And
so he really misplayed that game.
I think he's back to a pump again, so we're probably going to see another pump come out for Talent again. We do see in the middle we got the mortar going up offensively for Victor right now on the left-hand side.
Yeah, and I think he's going to take the tower on this move.
Does look like it.
The Valkyrie's going to try to do something, but the mortar is still...
especially with those bats there about Night Zap going down.
One last shot. Yeah, one last shot for the mortar. It's going to be complicated here for Talent Wu. He made a few misplays, to be honest.
Yeah, I think a couple there.
Against one of the best players of Brazil, you cannot afford to make any misplay. You need to play perfectly, because otherwise, well, we can see what's happening right now.
I'm quite surprised there's a mortar deck, though. I thought that we wouldn't see as many mortar decks when it was nerfed in competitive play, but here we are. Got more mortar decks coming out again.
I guess it's still viable, not OP, like it used to be.
I mean, it's probably quite good against 3 Musketeers as well, especially if you put it in defense, because it just slowly chips those Musketeers down.
Yeah.
And it's got huge amount of HP as well, can stop bridge spam pushes. I mean, there's no bridge spam in this, but can stop 3 Musketeer bridge spam pushes as well. But so yeah, let's go. I mean, the Valk going down, luring the mortar away, so not locking into the Musketeers just yet, so we'll see how Talent actually deals with this.
He's trying to deal with the mortar first, to kind of, you know, let his Musketeer reach the towers. He's going to get a lot of damage, though, on the right-hand side tower. A few hits on the left-hand side, but still, it's not enough.
It's not near enough. I mean, there's only 126 HP. As long as Victor doesn't misplay his miner, he will take down that left-hand tower pretty soon.
Yeah, he can even, you know, zap cycle at this point, to be honest. He's really leading. He's perfectly defending the 3 Musketeers with the minion horde on the left-hand side, although that minion horde on the right.
So close on the right-hand side, not quite taking down the tower, and there's only 10 seconds to go. There's no big spells, so I don't know if he's going to be able to finish off.
Will not be pre-shot, and it's going to take the tower.
Is there a zap on the left-hand side for Victor? There is a zap, taking both towers. Victor is really behind now, actually. I mean, only 1300 HP left on the tower, so he's really got to watch right now what happens here.
Again, that combo with the minion horde and the miner, it's so strong, and you can see, like, that's the way Talent came back in the game.
Yep, minion horde really strong. Only had the zap to try and defend it, but if you allow that minion horde to connect to your tower, it will just go down.
And now it's going to be so hard for Victor to win, because he's playing a mortar deck, and he cannot place it on the right-hand side. He needs just to use his miner every single time.
Nice defensive mortar throw, not allowing Talent Wu to actually get 3 Musketeers in the middle. So
Victor did manage to deal with that pump in the back. That was not an easy play, really. There are so many things for Talent Wu to defend that miner.
It's huge pressure right now out for Victor, so he's really got to watch with this. He might have a counter push coming out here with this minion horde, because the zap has just been played. No, he's not going to have enough for the miner. He's going to go defensively with the mortar
in the back. This game is incredible. Alright, we've got Talent Wu trying to pressure here in the middle with the Valkyrie and the 3 Musketeers. Hold on, maybe there's going to be enough for a miner here for Victor. No, he's not going to try. He's going to play very defensively. I think he's really being careful to the 3 Musketeers in the pocket. Yep, he places that mortar every single time, doesn't want that 3 Musketeers drop, because I mean, as soon as they drop down, they'll take your tower down. Hold on, 3 seconds. No, yeah, Talent Wu is not going to try it. He knows, like, either he gets the tower or he loses. So he's not going to take any risk for now. Yeah, that could completely cost you the game. If you put 3 Musketeers in the middle and they actually don't get any damage done, you'll just lose the game after that. You've just spent 9 elixir for potentially just a Valkyrie. Miner getting in the back there, and Victor's tower again, a little bit more ship damage done. Oh, Victor pressuring here with the goblins. Got bats in the middle there as well. Royal Ghost managing to actually defend that right hand side. I mean, if you look at Victor's main crown tower as well, it is getting so low as well. Only 800 HP left on his main crown tower. The goblins. That was close. Miner connecting to the tower left hand side again. Nothing to stop that miner. Needs to stop that miner otherwise. Offensive miner here. There is a minion horde. The goblins connecting, getting a few hits onto the tower. But that's going to be so hard right now for Victor to finish up that right hand side tower. Talent Wu has everything to pressure. Miner down again, getting a little bit more damage. I mean, none of these players have big spells, so they need to get that miner in. The goblins. The goblins getting 2 stabs onto the tower, and the spears again. 63 too late. Whoa. That is it. How did Victor come back from that one? That was crazy. How did he come back from that one? It looked like his tower was going to go down. That was really nice defensive mortars. That's crazy. Incredible. Like, Victor played so well. He did. He played so well. I mean, that was incredible. Like, I really thought he couldn't make it, but like, he played, like, he applied pressure at the end. Like, he knew that was his only chance. He just went all in with the miner, with the goblins, everything single time, And it was just slightly too much for Talent. He just couldn't defend that. Those little spears, little stabs, and that was it.
Yep, those spear goblins just do so much damage. You do not want to allow them to get damage done. They were just sitting in the middle there. I cannot believe they actually managed to get through.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, that was so close. That was the very last spear, getting the tower. That was incredible.
One spear cost them the whole game.
Yeah, because I think after that, Talent would just have counter attack, and that was it. With the Three Musketeers or the Minion Horde, the Miner, everything on both tower. I mean, that was it really.
So Brazil is ahead 2-1 at the moment. We got Wen versus Higher coming up next. So two really strong players actually.
Yeah, Higher is he's playing for China for the CRL. So he's one of the best, if not the best player. I mean, I said that for Elcio, but yeah, I'm saying it again for Higher. He's really like one. I'd say if I need to name the three best Chinese player for me, it's Elciop, Higher, and Little Chen.
Yep.
So
I mean, they have put them last as well, so they're probably just banking on them taking the game back.
I think
maybe.
Well, you see, Elciop was the first, so they wanted to have the first point.
Yep.
And then you've got Higher in the middle and Little Chen to finish.
Yep.
So I think that's strategic.
But here's the spear goblins, that last spear taking that tower for Victor on the right hand side. Look at Victor's HP in his towers though. I mean, 400 HP in his main crown tower, and his other towers run about 200 HP. That would have taken nothing to take that down.
So close. And I mean, I don't know how he managed. I mean, that those few spears and stabs, that was incredibly. Yeah, that was insane.
That was crazy. I know. Spear goblins just make such a big difference.
Yeah, that was he knew when to pressure, and he got a few hundreds damage out of it. So yeah, well played. Anyway.
I think that mortar plate though, I think stopping that Three Musketeers from dropping in the middle and getting a little bit of damage done, that was what's won him the game there.
And what's really interesting is that he did not. I mean, Talent Wu, he went all in. He applied pressure for all the when he took a tower, he just went for the pressure all the time, and Victor just was like, okay, all right, you want to pressure me? All right, I'm going to go defensively. He did not pressure at all. He was like, I'm just going to put a defensive mortar, then try to stop everything. And then he saw exactly when he had to apply pressure. He went for it, and he won.
Yep.
Incredible. He played so well.
Really close match there. So now I think we're getting to the second match. Who was the next one again?
That was Wen versus Haya. So two very, very good player. Haya, he has a 60% win rate, 61% win rate. So 11 games won and 7 battles lost.
Yep.
So yeah, that's pretty good. And
Wen's actually one of the higher with the win rate here. We've actually got 70% for him. Yeah. So he's pretty much won 7 games in a row out of 10.
He's really good.
Yeah, really good here. So we have Wen versus Higher coming.
Higher, yeah.
We don't actually see the bans just yet, so I don't know if that's been updated quite yet.
We're going to see this in just a second. So as I was saying, that's a 2-1 game, guys. So it means if Brazil wins this one, it's going to be so hard for China to come back. But if China wins this one, that's going to be okay. It's going to be 2-2. It's going to be fine for both countries. And so yeah, it's really, really important now for China to win the next game. This next best of 3, Higher needs to win. Otherwise, it's going to be so hard for them.
Really nice fireball coming out there for Wen, though, getting a Zappies plus the Battle Ram as well. So, but Barbarians still making their way over to the tower. I feel Barbarians, if they reach the tower, they just do so much damage.
Oh, look at that Ghost.
Fireball.
Getting so much damage onto the tower, plus the Zappy behind it. Doesn't look like it, but it's so strong.
Higher is so far ahead right now. 600 HP left on the left-hand tower, and it's only been 1 minute into the game.
What is Wen playing?
I'm not actually too sure. It looks like it might have Giant in it.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure.
I'd say Giant because of the Fireball. So otherwise, except if it's banned. We can't see it yet.
We can't see the ban yet. I think the scoreboard needs to be updated.
I think the Poison is banned because the two players are playing Fireball.
Yeah, they're both playing Fireball. Yep, so probably no Fireball banned.
Okay, so we've got the Battle Ram on the right-hand side, and there is a P.E.K.K.A. Alright, so I think the Fireball is banned, definitely.
Yep, Lumberjack on the left-hand side, though, going to take down the tower. P.E.K.K.A.
And look at the right-hand
side.
The 2 Barbar. Oh, that's it.
That's it. Looks like Wen's giving up, activating the main crown tower, signaling Higher just to go 3 crown right now, I think.
Yeah, Wen just gave up. I don't know, did he play a banned card, or I don't know what happened, really. Or he just felt he couldn't make it back.
I think he probably couldn't make it back. I mean, 2 towers down this early on in the game, there's no chance you could come back from that.
But still, that's really a shame not to try, I think, especially in such a competition. Might be a waste of time, but still, you gotta try it, You He's playing for his country, you know, you gotta give everything you have. I don't know, I don't like when people give up, you know, except there's a ban card.
But there might be the ban card there, so, but like I say, he might have just given up in the end. So well played there from Higher, 3 crowning within the first.
He played very well, you know, first minute he dominated and that was it.
Yep. Really, really close there, but, well, not really close there, sorry. That wasn't close at all.
Not at all. But hey, Brazil is going to take the no, China is going to take the first point, so that's good for them because, you know, otherwise, as I was saying, a lot of pressure on this game.
Yep.
To me, it's really the most important. Yep. Like, you know, not the last, not the first, but this game, the 2-1 game, is everything.
Yep. I mean, it does look like Higher could equalize right now. Again, a really strong player, so he might be able to take it back for China.
Yeah, I think he will. Honestly, I think it's going to be 1-1. I think so.
I think so.
I think he's so good, and I think, you know, he lost the first game. He's going to go back on something he's comfortable with. He's not going to try to, you know, surprise Higher or anything. He's just going to play what he knows to play.
Yep. I think these players, they have so many decks they use. They're so diverse. I think they can just almost play anything, to be honest with you.
They can, but there are, I mean, for sure, there are some decks I prefer.
Yep. We actually see the bans there now. We have Poison and Valkyrie banned at the moment for both players.
Alright, so second match, Higher versus Wen. Higher is leading 1-0 for now. That's going to be a minor for Higher.
Minor going down the right hand side, not quite doing anything to the tower. Nice block with the Ice Wizard.
I bet Wen is playing the Expo deck. Oh no, that's a Hog Rider deck. Okay, my bad. And that was going to be a Hunter for Higher.
Does get one swing off on the tower on the right hand side though, but counter pushing here with the Hunter. Is he going to manage to get a tank in front? We do have the Minor going in there. Again, blocked again by
that Ice Golem. He got no damage from that Minor. That was really well played here for Wen.
Yeah, no damage whatsoever.
It's so hard to do with the Ice Golem, like pre-shotting a Minor. It's really hard to do. Okay, bend it in the back for Higher.
No player really taking much damage at all, just trying to see what their opponents actually play.
I think Higher is playing a Giant deck.
Yeah, I can see Giant coming out from Higher as well. Hog coming down the right hand side though. Is it going to get more swings off again? No, because the Hunter taking it down with Ice. But
yeah, it saved a bit of, you know, a few damage onto the tower. And it forced also a Hunter. So like Wen is really controlling the battle right now. He knows what to do, he is pressuring, he's really forcing Higher to play this card and that card, so for now, he's looking good, I think.
I think he's placing his Minor well as well. I mean, he knows Wen has the Tornado on his deck, so he doesn't want to put it in a place where he can activate the Things Tower, so going for that right-hand side every single time. Pretty good job there.
Again, look at this. Okay, he didn't avoid the charge though.
Nope. That was really close, but the Bandit managing to charge on the tower and does so much damage if you allow that Bandit to get his charge off. Minor going in the middle this time. We might see a Tornado to the Crown Tower. We do this time and activate the main Crown Tower. So that will help him, but still so much damage off that tower on the right hand side. Only at just under 1300 HP now.
Well played. That Tombstone here was such a great play for Wen.
Slightly
misplay for Higher.
Yep, slightly misplay for Higher, definitely. Log going down, but not quite managing to finish
Tornado was incredible here for Wen. Getting 2 hits on the left hand side.
Minor going in again, blocked by the Ice Wizard every single time Wen is blocking that right hand Minor, so well played there.
The Hunter is such a problem though. With the Bandit, it's so hard for Wen to go through and to get... Oh, he got a hit on the left hand side there. But it's so hard for Higher.
Hunter just does so well against Hog.
Yeah, and the Minor is chipping away the damage every single time. There will be a Rocket, there will be a Log as well, and that's gonna be hit.
Look at his deck though, that is a crazy deck coming out from Higher. Rocket, Minor, Cycle.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That, I mean, it did work out. The Hunter was so good in this matchup. Plus, I mean, Hunter and Bandit were just amazing.
Yep.
The Hunter countering the Hog Rider every single time, and then the Bandit was so hard to deal with for Wen in this matchup. So, well played, Higher.
Yep, really well played by Higher there. So we'll probably get into the next game pretty soon. And I don't know, that was just a crazy deck though. I mean, you just see different decks coming out from these Chinese players. We do not see these kind of normal meta decks that we see normally, like your Splash Yard, all those kind of decks. They just come out with completely different decks and try and counter I guess the meta decks as well, I guess.
Yeah, that was really good. And Haier is such a great player. I mean,
Yep.
one of the best, if not the best, Chinese players. So really, well, I mean, I think it was also a kind of strategy here for China to say, I'm going to put Haier here because that's going to be the 2-1 game, potentially the 2-1 game. So it could be a strategic choice here for China. I think, I mean, honestly, to me, that's what I said. Elstup, Haier, and Little Chen, 3 best player of China. And you can see, one is starting the match, one is at the 2-1 game, and the last one is at the very last set.
Yep, Little Chen.
So, I think that's a strategy here for China.
Yeah, I think it is definitely.
And I think that's a really good one.
Alright, so we're going to be looking at the next games coming up now. We got Nova Guo versus Meng. How do you say that?
Meng Chaoseng.
Meng Chaoseng. Meng Chao. I'm
Meng
really not good with
Chaoseng.
names. Meng Chaoseng.
I hope I
There we
say it
go.
well. I'm really trying my best. I swear. But yeah, so Gu, do we have the stats for Gu? Okay.
Yep, we got them up here. So
Not that good.
not the best win ratios for both players, but a little bit ahead for Meng there. Both graveyard decks, so I mean they probably have they played many games, to be honest with you.
So
Their
I've
win
got
rate
it.
was-
Gu played 7 games in total. He won
Okay.
1. He lost 6.
Not so good
And
there for Gu.
for Meng Chao, let me tell you that in just a moment. Meng Chao, where is he? He played 5 games. He won 1 and he lost 4 of them.
Yeah, so not the best win ratios, but
Well,
depending
now,
on what
they didn't
players
play
they
that
come
much
against,
matches,
you
though.
know, depending on what players they came. They haven't played definitely that many matches, but depending on who they came against, they might have just came against some
Yeah.
really good players. So
So we're gonna see this in just a moment.
Mhm.
I guess maybe not. I was about to say they might be banning Graveyard, but if they want to play Graveyard, they're not gonna ban it.
no,
So
I mean we'll have to see. Oh, they have not banned Graveyard. Probably one of the only players that haven't banned Graveyard. So
the emotes.
that's the new one as well, isn't it? Yeah, it's
All right, so
contemplating buying those ones actually.
yeah.
Contemplating it. Right, so we got the flying machine coming down the left hand side. So what deck does that signal? Maybe Lavaloon?
I don't know.
We got
Okay,
Expo.
Meng Chao, I think he's playing.
I think
minor
he might be
deck.
Expo. Yeah, he's Expo.
Oh no, that's an Expo. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yep. Expo coming up the left hand side, connecting onto the tower, and we have Gao actually pushing on the right hand side with his Lava Hound. So, I mean, that tower is going to go on the left hand side, but I don't know. I think Expo just does really well dealing with Lava Hound. Telsa
Yeah,
not really doing too much
But
though.
Gu, he needs to go on the right hand side. His only chance in this matchup is to take the right hand side tower at the very beginning of the battle. He knows it.
He knows he's taking that tower definitely. Maybe even get a load of damage on the main crown tower and 3 crown and later on. So
They're spamming emotes.
I think that the Telsa going down probably wasn't the best move though, because he didn't really use it whatsoever. That Telsa was a bit of a waste there.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, Gu played well. You know, he saw that was an Expo. He was like, okay, I know my only chance right now is to push on the right hand side and to take that tower at the very beginning. And I think that now, well, Gu has the matchup.
Yep, I think he's way ahead at the moment. But I don't know, this Expo placement as well, you're going to have to place it in the middle, and it's going to be so easy for a balloon to be dropped on top of it and stop it. So
Yeah.
we have the flying machine up, Valkyrie coming forward with archers here. Probably not going to get much done, especially with the tombstone sitting there as well. Flying machine doing so much damage though and taking no damage as well. So making its way over to the main crown tower.
Skeletons will be there though to stop it, but now Gu knows it. He's going to go for the 3 crowns now. There's an Expo now.
Offensive Expo coming out with the Telsa, so let's see.
He's going to ignore it. That's interesting. So he's really planning to 3 crowns here.
I think it's going to be hard for him to get through that double defense though.
Well, look at that flying machine though.
Fireball going down perfectly, hitting the balloon plus the flying machine as well. So loads of damage done there. Archer's just finishing everything up. So it does look like Meng is actually pulled ahead right now. So I don't know. How is this game going to finish off? He could just defend here. Maybe even Fireball, Log Cycle. Try to get that tower down. Valkyrie getting the last hit in the tower as well on the right hand side.
I think now Meng is just going to go spell cycling on the Fireball, and Gu is going to try everything he can to get like that balloon onto the tower. He's going to go with the balloon right now. He's going to go on the left-hand side. Why?
Not too sure about that balloon placement, but the balloon actually making its way over to the tower again. The first shot on the tower, Telsa not going to be able to finish off. Second shot,
Wow.
whoa! That is insane from Gu there, so he could even just cycle it down himself.
Meng who misplays a Tesla. Unfortunately, he's going to go with the fireball on the X-Bow. That was a bit risky. That's going to be it.
That is going to be, yeah. Meng taking the tower on the right-hand side. So Meng looking really strong coming into this game. It does look like Gu was definitely ahead there at the start, but I don't know, Meng just pulling it back with the X-Bow.
He played well at first. I think the choice of ignoring that X-Bow for so long and trying to go to the 3 crowns was not a good choice.
Yep. Don't think so.
I think he should have, he should have been more careful and try to do a big push on the left-hand side.
Still really close there, but yeah, not managing to finish off the X-Bow in the end. So, I mean, X-Bow tells a really strong defense, I think, though.
Yeah, it is.
Just crazy defense, I think. I don't know if that Tesla just so strong against Bloom.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a first game for Meng now for China, and that might be taking the next battle to take the 3rd point, their 3rd point. We're going to see this in just a moment now. What are they going to play? Staying at 10 for the moment. Against spamming emotes. I don't understand that bow one.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about the bow one as well. What it means. Maybe Clash Royale can enlighten us a little bit. But we do have the Royal Ghost baiting out, getting baited out by the Ice Golem, and Bowler coming down the right hand side.
Can you see the splash yard for Meng?
We do see the splash yard. There's no poison, there's no graveyard ban, so we are probably going to see splash yard right now.
And we know that's his favorite win condition, so he might be playing very well.
I just think it's overplayed though. I mean, maybe players can kind of control it now.
Well,
when it first came out, it was really OP, but now I think a lot more players know how to deal with it.
So Gu's playing a miner. I think that's a balloon. That's a balloon deck, right?
What, from Gao?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
looks like it.
Maybe bridge spam as well, but I'll wait and see. Just because of the lumberjack. Miner going down. Probably blue next. You don't see Miner in many bridge spam decks, to be honest.
Yeah, and the gang.
Miner getting so much damage though, activating the Crane Tower with the Royal Ghost as well, so that's going to help take out that Miner later on.
And if it is indeed a balloon deck for Gu, it's going to be so hard to reach the tower. I mean, against the Splash Yard, you've got the 2 wizards, you've got the Tornado, you've got the Inferno Dragon. It's so hard.
Lumberjack making his way over to the tower though, getting more chip damage again. Only 1 shot off there though.
Still 200 damage.
Still 200, yeah, it was quite yeah. Lumberjack still does loads of damage, so we're going left hand side. We got the Bowler, Inferno Dragon coming forward.
That's 3 Musketeers. Okay, I was not expecting that.
A nice poison going on top of the 3 Musketeers. That is a 4 for 9, but I guess Musketeers did take down a few units there, including the Inferno Dragon Bowler.
The Miners on the tower right now. There will be the Ice Wizard once again to defend.
We still haven't seen a graveyard come out from Meng, so he really needs to get that graveyard up pretty soon. Double Elixir is going to be the best time to do it. But Grau is just pushing on the opposite side. As soon as you see that Bowler go down, he goes to the complete opposite sides, forces him to use something on that side.
He's going to go with the graveyard now on the right-hand side. He has no poison to deal with that Goblin Gang, though.
3 Musketeers getting so much value there as well, even though they got taken down by the poison, taking out the whole push from Meng. So again, Electro Wizard stopping there.
He's going to try something on the left-hand side. Is it enough, though? He's going to go with the graveyard. The Lumberjack is here. Again, the Goblin Gang to defend. And the Tornado was well played, but not enough.
Miner connecting to the tower on the left-hand side again. So just more and more damage getting done to that tower, the Miner. Double Lumberjack coming on the left-hand side now as well. Bowler taking them both down.
Yeah, but Meng is really struggling right now. He cannot reach the tower. There is always something to defend for Gu. He cannot put the poison with the graveyard because he's still going to try it, but now there will be the 3 Musketeers, and how is he going to deal with this?
Even the Miner coming in there defensively at the back, finishing off the graveyard as well. You never know, he might be able to still get through here, but doesn't look good right now.
Doesn't look very good indeed.
Royal Ghost disappearing, I think, for Meng, so Goblins coming forward, really stop these Goblins. Nice Ice Wizard going down, no more damage done to the tower.
On the right-hand side, we've got the Lumberjack, 3 Musketeers in the middle for Gu. He's going to try to split push. And the Musketeer on the right-hand side. There will be the Miner to chip away the tower to tank for those Musketeers.
Yeah, Musketeers getting quite a few shots, what, 2 shots off in the tower there, so just taking it lower and lower, but we do have a push in here with the Graveyard. Is it going to be enough to take it down?
He's going to try to go with the Tornado once again, Meng, but that was not enough. The Goblin Gang survived.
Not too sure about that Tornado as well. I mean, it didn't really do very much. He didn't have a bowler up there, so it was never going to be able to take any of those units down with just an Electro Wizard sitting there.
And he is cheaping away the tower. Gui is leading right now. He's looking very good.
Looking really strong right now. Right, so, Gao, is he going to be able to get this left-hand tower down? This Miner coming in again, so more chip damage. Get down to tower. Electro Wizard stopping it in time. Royal Ghost is raised up,
one hit. He's going to get a second one. And that's it. Well, Gu was clearly dominating on this battle. Well played to him.
Definitely equalized it 1-1 now. So let's see if Meng or Gu can take this last match.
This clash is really a ping-pong game.
It is.
Like, you know, it's like you take one game, I take one game, then I win, then you win. It's incredible.
Even just with the towers as well. I mean, one player sitting so low HP and then the other player just taking down the tower down.
Yeah, that's incredible. I love that match, really. And
like
Gu, well, taking the second game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who's going to get the third point here?
I mean, they're both quite, I guess maybe skill-wise, they're maybe both quite close. So
yeah, I think
this last match is going to be a really, really close matchup.
But I think, like, I mean, mentally, for the Chinese player, what's his name? Meng. For Meng, it's going to be very challenging. He was playing his Graveyard deck. That's his deck. I believe that's his deck. So he lost with his deck. Now he's going to be like, why is he going to play? You know, it's a lot of pressure here, and I think that's going to be hard for him. But hey, you never know.
Even though he's not played that many matches, he's actually had a lot of different decks. He's been playing Graveyard, P.E.K.K.A. Control, a little bit of Expo as well. You think he's going to come back to that Expo deck again?
I think he is.
Yeah. I think it's a safe choice.
It's a safe choice, and yeah, I mean that's also risky, you know, because you could be hard countered, and it's known that when you want to make a safe choice to play Expo, it's known. So maybe Gu is gonna know it. He's gonna say, okay, he will want to play something safe and not his Graveyard. He's gonna play Expo. If he takes a counter, that's gonna be it. So that's a lot of mind game here. A lot of mind games. It's really, really hard for the players, especially with that pressure, that little time, and everybody around them. You know, all their team, their coaches, and everybody. It's really hard for the player. We might not really realize it. It's really hard for them.
Right, we're getting to the last game between these two players now. Gao versus Meng right now. So let's see what they're going to play. Inferno Dragon coming up on the right-hand side. So, that looks like a Golem deck actually come out for Gu here. So maybe even trying to, might have thought that he might win for the Expo deck for a little bit of safety there from Meng, but going for something a little bit different.
Yep, might be a P.E.K.K.A., I'd say.
Zap going down there, so that should be able to finish off that whole push on the left-hand side. Yeah, it might be a P.E.K.K.A. of Miner control, actually. So this side's like going back to these mind games. I mean, Gao potentially countered Expo, and now Meng has countered Golem. So,
well, will it counter the Golem deck?
We'll see if he gets the build up.
If you play a Golem deck and you manage to do a very big push on the same side as the P.E.K.K.A., you might be able to take out the P.E.K.K.A. and get some damage onto the tower.
I think it all depends on this Electro Wizard placement. If it can stop that Inferno Dragon from taking down that P.E.K.K.A., because it is such a... It does counter P.E.K.K.A. a little bit with Inferno Dragon.
I think so.
So big push coming out here for Gao. Now he's got Dark Prince, he's got Inferno Dragon. Nice place minions though, so allowing that P.E.K.K.A. to take down that Golem. But Golem gonna get its explosion damage on the tower.
Alright, the P.E.K.K.A. is going to stop everything. But will it in double elixir time?
Oh, nice Electro Wizard going down the left-hand side as well, so really well placed there. Taking down the Inferno Dragon, not allowing it to build up on that P.E.K.K.A.
And the Miner onto the tower, chipping away slowly but surely. And look at this Electro Wizard getting 1 hit, 2 hits, and the P.E.K.K.A. is there. He's going to get 1 swing. And that is it.
Men taking potential of this game. I mean, it's still could actually come back here. We've got the Golem coming down the left-hand side, but Meng has played this really well, taking down that Golem and not allowing his P.E.K.K.A. to go down, actually.
And Meng BMing with the new emotes. It's going to be really hard for Gu to come back here, but he's got 30 seconds and a big push on the left-hand side, so it can happen.
I really like that Princess yawning emote, though. I might just get that back just purely for that. Right, so we got the P.E.K.K.A coming, defending this golem really well, and I do not think he's going to be able to get through.
Yeah, that is it. China is going to take the 3rd point right there in 15 seconds, except if maybe Ku is making something exceptional happening one way or another in exactly 8 seconds. That is it.
That's such a solid counter for Meng there, so really well played Meng. And that is, yeah, another point for China again. So that's 3-2. Brazil not looking too good right now. And we have a Little Chen to play for China next. So is Brazil going to be able to take this?
It is not looking good for Brazil. I'm not going to lie. When you have no right to lose any more best of 3 and you've got Little Chen coming, it is really not looking good for Brazil.
I don't know about Brazil here. Maybe they're going to be able to take it, but I don't know. Are they going to be able to get through Little Chen?
Yeah, who's playing against Little Chen already? Oh, it's Renan. Oh,
yep,
Renan is good though. He's a good player from Brazil. We've seen him last time, I believe. He did very, very well. So, well, now all the hopes of Brazil are on him. He needs to win this, otherwise they will not go to Tenerife, and we will see well, China in Tenerife. That's going to be great.
Yeah, we probably will see China and Tenerife if they do win this. So we'll have to see how this goes.
But hold on, it's only 3-2 for now.
Yep.
It is not it. And everything can happen, really. Again, we've seen so much, I mean, going on during the Sierra Nations Cups. Yep. Everything can happen. And maybe Renan is going to win against Little Chen. Yep. It's going to be 3-3 Champions match. Incredible.
I mean, we have seen a lot of high-skilled, high-win rate players go down. So
yeah, that's
you never
right.
know. They might be able to take them out in the end.
All right, so we're just waiting for the players to request the game. They have 60 seconds, I believe.
Yep.
And then another 60 seconds to accept. And we will see.
It shouldn't be too much longer here. Both players really diverse, though, playing many different decks throughout the whole CR Nations we're talking about. They played pretty much every single deck, both players, whether it be Miner Control or Mortar.
Everything, yeah, everything. Little Chen has a win rate of 61%, which is pretty good. And Renan, do I have it somewhere?
I think we do have it.
Renan has a 58% win rate,
so
they're really equal.
Pretty close.
And Renan, I mean, both players played like a ton of different decks, like 9 decks at least. So yeah, every single game basically they're playing something else.
They're just
something
switching
different.
up their plays. I think it's a good idea though not to take the same deck over and over again, because I mean your opponents are just going to realize you could be playing that deck and they'll just counter you so hard.
But that's very interesting because, like, what are they going to ban? The two players know how to play a ton of different decks. So what are they going to ban? Why? Are they planning to play any new deck? What's going to happen?
So we have the Valkyrie Poison banned again. The Poison seems to be banned a lot in CR Nations, to be honest with you. Seems to be one of the, well, is one of the strongest spells at the moment, in my opinion.
Yeah. And Valkyrie, one of the strongest troops.
Yeah. For the moment, anyway.
Okay, minor pre-shot here by the Bandit. Well played for Little Chen. This might be the very last best of 3.
This could potentially be if Little Chen can take this for China. Maybe they will take this set.
Oh, that combo on the right-hand side with the miner and the minions.
Hunter going down, really nice place there, but the fireball going down, leaving 1 minion to connect to the tower.
Slightly too late, the fireball.
Yep, if you got down a little bit earlier, that tower may have gone down. Or not gone down, just take a little bit more damage. A nice counter push here with the Giant, with the Mega Minion. Nothing coming out here from Little Chen though, so P.E.K.K.A going down eventually, saving up Elixir for that P.E.K.K.A. But Mega Minion did it. Nope,
just in time though.
Just in time. That was really close. That Mega Minion, if it did connect to the tower, I think that tower would have gone down.
But Renan saw it. He knew Little Chen didn't have any more Elixir, so he tried to go on the left-hand side with a minor guards combo, but there was the Ghost to defend perfectly. Well played.
Really nice Hunter coming down here.
Oh, that zap here! Incredible zap for Little Chen, just in time. So the Bandit could dash onto the tower. That was incredible.
Both players really similar tower HP as well at the moment, so no one's clearly ahead right now. Mega Minion is left on the left-hand side, so it looks like Little Chen just wants to go in, take the damage, and deal a little bit more damage.
Oh, the minions, oh, the fireball. That's so expensive here for Renan.
Miner still getting the full chip damage done as well, so I think Miner gets around about 500 HP off the tower, so you do not want to allow that Miner to get full damage on the tower.
Alright, Miner on the right-hand side. There is a Bandit. And for now, yeah, it's going really slowly. They're really playing passively.
They are.
just Little Chen, you know, able to make those moves, you know, and defending perfectly, which is currently making the difference in this match.
Yep. There's a huge push coming out here from Renan on the right-hand side. Maybe going to make his way over to the tower, but Miner getting on the tower again for Little Chen on the left-hand side. So let's see if he's able to defend this push.
The Giant had one hit onto the right-hand side tower, 600 HP.
Log coming down left-hand side doesn't allow the Hunter to get the second shot off, so P.E.K.K.A has to be dealt with the Megaman.
Miner for Little Chen on the left-hand side, connecting onto the tower, and on the right-hand side, the Bandit dash. Oh, the Ghost is going to finish up the tower.
10 HP left on the tower. If he can save this right-hand tower, he will win, but can he save this tower on the left-hand side?
No, he can't.
Nope, not at all. We still got huge pressure coming out here with the Giant on the main crown tower. Probably not going to take it, though. Just because the Lich Wizard's going to be able to slow it down.
Alright, now, it's going to be extremely hard because Renan cannot play his Giant, otherwise Little Chen will play the P.E.K.K.A. So they just need to use their... Oh, that fireball.
That was a nice fireball, taking down the Hunter. Miner going down pretty fast, though. Taking the shot from the Hunter. P.E.K.K.A coming down here, trying to stop this Giant from making his way over to that left-hand tower. So
going to get one punch, 2 punches. Oh, and the Electro Wizard on the right-hand side.
Such a close match right now. 336 HP and 500 HP in this game right now.
The Miner onto the tower, connecting onto the tower.
Did he get that last swing off with a fireball?
That's it.
Really well played from Little Chen.
Wow.
So Little Chen looking really strong right now. I mean, his tower was so low there, but just managing to get the right-hand tower down.
He played so well. That was incredible. Like, those little moves were just incredible.
Little Chen just plays insanely.
And Renan did play very good as well. I mean, this game was so close.
Yep.
Wow.
Really well played with those Hunters in the middle, but just wasn't enough to take down Little Chen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a double match point for China. They're going to be able to win this match. I mean, this clash between Brazil and them twice.
So close.
2 battles. They need to win only 1.
One more battle. Here we go. This could be the last battle. Can Little Chen take it for China?
And that's a Hog Rider for Renan. That's quite a surprising choice, to be honest.
Yep. Maybe a safe bet. I mean, you've got a lot of players who their go-to deck is a Hog Rider deck, so we'll have to see how this plays out. But Battle Ram making its way over to the tower, getting a full connection. And Fireball coming down from Little Chen as well, so taking an early lead on this left-hand side.
Oh, look at the Lumberjack on the left-hand side.
Nice Lumberjack from Renan, stopping the rest of the damage from the Lumberjack, but still Little Chen taking the tower down to 1000 HP, and it's not even been 45 seconds into the game.
Wow, that's going to be tough for Brazil right now. China is looking so strong.
They're looking solid right now. Warrior coming up to the left-hand side, though, trying to get into that tower, so...
What I really love Renan's deck right now. There is a Princess, kind of Brit spammy, and also the Hog Rider.
I don't know. Little Chen does look like he has full control of this matchup, though. And nice lightning actually coming down.
Wow, that's a Hog Lightning deck.
I mean, if he didn't take that early damage on the left-hand side, I would say he might be in a good position right now.
But he's not. He's not right now.
Right, Balram coming in the back for Little Chen again, so let's see if we're able to get this connection on the left-hand side this time.
Ice Golem on the left-hand side. There is the Lumberjack to stop everything. It will be enough.
Yep, more than enough.
Still, Renan is not looking good at all.
He's not looking good whatsoever. He needs to get a full hog in somewhere, but I don't know where he's going to do it. I mean, there's units on both sides now. There's Inferno Dragon down. There's just no point in pushing your hog down right now. Really nice place. Magic Archer.
Getting only one area there.
Fireball going down as well. May focus on to Lumberjack going down just in time. So is the Lumberjack. Is that Ice Golem?
Hog Rider is going to make it to the tower. Getting one hit.
Straight into that Lumberjack though. So not going to get much done there. I mean, it looks like Little Chen at the moment could potentially even just cycle down with Fireball.
And a second Princess here for Renan. Well played. That's how he can dominate the game really, because Little Chen will have to do something against those princesses.
Yep.
And that's the way he's going to take the lead, Brennan.
Yep, hasn't got the logs, so he can't deal with those princesses very well, but then
Hog Rider
Dragon on the right-hand side.
He's getting 2. No, okay, only 1 hit with the Hog Rider on the left-hand side.
I mean, it does look like Renan is catching up now, because, I mean, he has taken a decent amount of damage off that tower now, but is he going to be able to stop this Battram from going through with the Rage up the...
the Zappy!
That Zappy saved that tower completely. That was crazy. That would have been it. That would have been it.
Okay, now this game is so close, and China might be winning on this game if Little Chen wins.
Magic Archer going down, trying to get some more damage in the tower. Nice Ice Golem.
There's a lot on the left-hand side.
That lightning, though, taking down.
The Inferno Dragon is here, locked onto the tower. The zap will not be enough, and that is it.
Yep, Little Chen taking it for China, so that is 4-2 to China, so they actually take the whole set.
Incredible.
Really well played. That was so close.
Honestly, I was not expecting China at such a great level. I thought Brazil was like really good. Brazil are the former champions, by the way.
Yep.
They won the MGL Worlds, which is basically the previous World Cup.
Yep.
So, I mean, Brazil are the champions, and, well, they're taken down by China.
That was crazy.
And to be honest, China was not looking that good at the beginning of the competition. I thought they will be out pretty soon. But, you know, the more we go through, the more they're looking really, really good. I think the strategy here, by putting, you know, who was it? It was Elsiop first, higher in the middle, and Little Chen in the end. I think that was what made them win.
Yep.
And, well, they played just so well.
Really close. I think Brazil did put their strongest players first, and like you say, they just vice versa. So China just dominating there, to be honest with you, near the end.
Yeah, well, perfect strategy. It worked out for them, and yeah, just well played. They won, and they will go to Tenerife.
They will go to Tenerife. So we're going to look at the last, one of the replays from Esuchini versus
Elsiop. That was the very first match.
Yep, the balloon trying to make its way over to the tower. I think this is, that freeze. That
was incredible.
That was an insane freeze right now.
And the second hit of the balloon.
It was the Mega Minion that clenched it for him, though.
Yeah.
I think if he didn't get that swing off the Mega Minion, potentially Esuchini might have taken down the right-hand tower and might have
everything
taken
comes
it back
to Elsiop's zap. I don't know if you saw that. The zap to finish off the Mega Minion a bit earlier, so his own Mega Minion can make it to the tower and get that one last swing to take the tower. That was incredible.
These games, I mean, they're so close. One spear or one Mega Minion hit has cost a player an entire game.
That's what we want to see. That's great, you know. And, well, now it's the end for Brazil.
That is the end for Brazil. And it's a shame.
We will see China in Tenerife for the semi-final. And they will play against El Salvador or Italy, depending on who's going to win tomorrow. Then maybe we can see the schedule for the next matches real quick. We just had Brazil versus China. We've got at 10 p.m. CEST, we've got Spain versus Venezuela. And tomorrow, big day as well, but France versus Peru. That's going to be the greatest match at 7 p.m. CEST once again. And then El Salvador versus Italy, the last quarterfinal match at 9 p.m. CEST.
Yeah, there'll be insane matches. So I think, I think that is it for this set anyway. So
yeah, we can maybe remind the website. Website, if you want to have all the information about the Sierra Nations Cup, it's at sierranationscup.com. Every information you need, everything is on that website. The cash prize, the tickets for Tenerife, the schedule, the lineups, everything.
Yep. Every single language and every single stream as well.
Yeah. All right. So that's gonna be it. We're gonna have a video real quick to explain to you the. Oh no video. All right. That's it. We'll see you very soon for the next match. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you at 10 p.m. CEST again.
See you guys soon.